Good morning, everyone. So me and my group will discuss about polygraph. So in 1921, polygraph was created when a California-based policeman and physiologist John Larson devised an apparatus to stimulously measure continuous changes in blood pressure, heart rate, and respiration rate in order to aid in the detection of deception. And nowadays, according to Merriam-Webster's, polygraph, commonly known as a lie detector, it is an instrument used for recording physiological changes that occur in a person's body while they answer questions. So, according to Merriam-Webster's, ang polygraph is usa siya ka lie detector, no, so makadetect siya og kanang binot og sa binisaya pa binotbot. Isa sa ka instrumento nga maka-record kung unsay mga possible mga changes nga nahitabo sulod sa atong lawas while may answer ta og usa ka question. Next, meaning of polygraphy. According to Collins Dictionary, polygraphy refers to the practice or process of using a polygraph for lie detection purposes. So it involves administering a polygraph examination to a subject and interpreting the physiological responses recorded by the polygraph machine to determine the veracity of their statement. So according to Collins Dictionary, ang polygraphy, isa siya ka practice, isa siya ka way, no, or process of using polygraph or a lie detection. So ang purpose ani niya para makadetect og binotbot. So nag-involve ni siya og examining the subject and i-interpret niya kung unsay mga changes ang nahitabo sulod sa imong lawas, and kani siya nga mga changes na record ni siya sa polygraph machine, then i-determine ra dayon ni siya sa examiner. Next, personalities in the development of deception detection and polygraph. James Mackenzie, he was a Scottish cardiologist who was a pioneer in the study of cardiac arrhythmias. His work led to his own version of a polygraph and inspired others in the future. So, si James Mackenzie, no, usa sa cardiologist which is nag-study siya sa doctor siya sa heart. Then, ang iyang trabaho mo po'y nagtuklod sa iya para makagama siya giyang kaugalingong version sa polygraph o maka-inspired po siya sa lain sa future. So John Augustus Larson invented the modern polygraph in 1921, laying the foundation for its widespread use in forensic investigation. So kini si John Augustus Larson, siya naka-invento sa modern polygraph in 1921, and which kining imbento laying in foundation for para sa pagkalap ani aron magamit sa forensic investigation. Next, Leonard Keeler made significant improvements to Larson's polygraph design, introducing features such as galvanic skin response measurement which enhance the accuracy of lie detection. So kini na po si Leonard Keeler, siya na po siya mo nagpa-improve sa polygraph design ni Larson. So yang gi-introduce ang galvanic skin response measurement. So dire makita kung unsay nahitabo sa outside na pud sa tong body kay skin naman, so dire na sa gawas kung unsay nahitabo sa tong pamanit, for example nang luspad ba ta while i-answer ta. So next, William Moulton Marston contributed to the development of systolic blood pressure test and early form of lie detection which influenced later polygraph techniques. So si William Moulton Marston, siya ang iyang na-contribute kay ang pag-determine sa ato ang blood pressure or ang blood pressure test. So in early form of lie detection o sa bag-o nga pamaagi sa lie detection, naka-influence po ni siya which influence later as naka-influence siya na para mahimo siyang polygraph techniques. So next, four major components of analog polygraph or first is chart or polygons. These chart or polygons produced by the analog polygraph machine are graphical representations of physiological responses recorded during a polygraph examination. So when we kining chart or ang kining polygrams mo na siya ang katong result in which gipagawas ni sa gikan sa polygraph machine. Then these responses typically include changes in heart rate, blood pressure, respiratory rate, and skin conductivity, which are measured and plotted in the chart paper. So diri na din nato makita kung unsay na hitabo sa ang heart rate, sa iyang blood pressure, sa iyang respiratory rate, o sa iyang skin conductivity, in which mo na rin sa i-measured dito sa chart paper.
Good day everyone, my name is John Lloyd Campomanes and I'm here to discuss or explain about the four major components of the analog polygraph. Number one, humograph. Humo, which means lung. So, kung siya, nag-focus siya sa atong respiratory system. It consists of 2 inches tubulated tubes passing around the subject's chest. As you can see in the picture, no? Ano siya, palibot niya sa imong lawas. Okay, palibot niya sa imong lawas. Then, i-record ang function na yun kay i-record ang change of breathing and respiration of the subject. So, kan, nig-ana niya, exhale, inhale. So, muna, i-record sa humograph. Number 2, galvanograph. Galvanic, from the word galvano or galvanic, which means to electrify na kurente. So, consists sa electrodes attached to the index finger. As you can see in the picture example, no, dara. Muna i-attach sa index finger o sa kuwan. Sa iyang ring finger, sa iyang left hand. Kay ang right hand manggod kay na dito ang pressure cup. So ang function niya, i-record niya ang the skin resistance of the subject. So ukan ba ni nanggahi, nangugat, ang humog ba ni. Then sa gamay nga kurente gi kuan ay pakurentihan sa gamay. Dito ni i-record. Dayon number 3. Cardiosphygmograph. So cardio sa which means cardiovascular system. So pressure sa dugo, mo ni siya. Tong dugo. So consists of blood pressure cuff, rubber pump, and the SP manometer. So ang SP manometer mo din ang tig-record or tig-measure sa atong blood pressure katong ibutang dere. So kanay mga cuffs or bands gipang patapot ni siya dere. Mo ni. It pressure the cuff and associated blows. So ang function ani i-record niya ang blood pressure and pulse rate. Mo nay kwan cardiosphygmograph. Number 4, chemograph. A motor that drives or pulls the chart paper and the recording pin at the rate of 6 or 12 inches per minute. So mo din siya ang chemograph na develop atong 1840s by Carl Leipzig. A basic developing recording mechanism for medicine and research. So ang function na mo ni tanan ni siya i-record niya ang blood pressure, pulse respiration, and galvanic resistance are recorded simultaneously kanunay o pirmi niyang gina-record tanan. So makita niya sa chart diagram. And that's all for my discussion about four major components of the analog polygraph. Thank you.
Other parts of the analog polygraph machine. Pen lifter. It is a device that raises a pen. Program pacer. It is a tool that controls the speed of a program or activity. Paper tear bar. It is a strip used for tearing paper cleanly. Foam pen hold down. It is a cushion fixture to secure a pen. Attached compartment. It is an extra storage space connected to an object. Accessory storage and optional calibration checking fixture. It is an area for storing items with the ability to adjust settings. Subject connections. It is relationships or links related to a topic. Mechanical pneumo module. It is a component powered by air pressure. Galvanic skin response module, recording part of GSR channel. It is a device that records part of the galvanic skin response, measuring skin conductance. Multifunction module, selectable recording. It is a versatile module that can record various functions such as electronic remote channel, electronic cardio channel, cardio activity monitor, or other accessories. Mechanical cardio channel recording part of a module specifically for mechanical cardio functions. Easy power shiftable, it's a standard power socket for connecting power cords compatible with internal standards. Power switch and circuit breaker is for controls for turning the device on or off and protecting it from electrical overload. Chart drive roller lever. It's a mechanism for lifting the chart drive roller to facilitate power changes. Power analyzer. It is a device that automatically checks if wall outlets are properly wired. Stimulus marker marks important events on a chart. So it is marks moments on a chart for easy reference or analysis. Manometer dial displays the operating pressure of cardio channels. It displays the pressure reading of the cardiovascular channels, aiding in monitoring. Pneumo 1 connects to the upper thoracic pneumatic system. Pneumo 2 connects to the lower abdominal pneumatic system. Cuff pneumatic connection links to the subject's cuff tubing for cardio channel measurements. Pump pneumatic connection connects to a hand pump for inflating the subject's cuff. It connects to a hand pump for inflating the subject's cuff during blood pressure measurement. Mechanical cardio switch disconnects the mechanical cardio module for a low pressure electronic cardio operation. So it allows switching between mechanical and electronic cardio modes, optimizing functionality based on pressure and requirements.
Types of polygraphs. Control question test. This technique compares physiological responses to control question with relevant question and irrelevant question to detect deception. So, ang control question test usa ka pamaagi sa paggamit sa polygraph diin ang mga pangutana ipahigayon aron masusi og unsa ang reaction sa isa ka tawo. Guilty knowledge test. According to Sachs, 1994, it is a set of multiple choice questions associated with the crime context is presented to the subject test. So, according to Sachs, guilty knowledge test is mo ni siya ang nagkalaing-laing mga questions, then napog kay ipakita nga mga pictures para makita ug unsa ang reaction sa tawo. Neuroscience-based advanced polygraph tests are the advanced version of polygraph test. The pattern of brain waves in response to the test questions are measured in order to relate the truthfulness or dishonesty of a subject. So, ang neuroscience diri na to makita nga unsay brain waves sa tawo. Ug nagsulti ba siya og tinuod or both. General uses of polygraph. Event-specific investigations used to investigate specific incidents such as crimes or incidents. So, gamit sa polygraph is diri pud na to mahibaw-on og ang isa ka tawo naa ba siya nga crimes or na incidents. Employee screening, employed for assessing honesty and integrity of employees, particularly in sensitive positions. So, ang polygraph, gamit pag kayo siya sa employee screening, kay diri na to makita, ugun sa ka matid, kining ka persgido bitaw ang aplikante sa iyang pagpanarbaho. Pre-employment screening, utilized in the hiring process to assess the suitability of candidates for employment. So, pari-pareha siya sa employee screening. Theory of polygraph examination. The theory behind polygraph examination is based on the assumption that deception causes physiological responses that can be measured. These responses include changes in heart rate, blood pressure, respiration, and skin conductivity by comparing reactions to control and relevant questions. Examiners infer deception. However, critics argue that these physiological responses can be triggered by factors other than deception, leading to inaccuracies. So, ag polygraph or lie detection test, diri na to makita og nag-istorya ba og dili ang kining isa ka tawo. Makita na to og unsang iyang response, heart rate, blood pressure sa iyang dugo ug sa respiratory and conductivity sa iyang skin, ug makita na to og unsang iyang physical reaction ug nangluspad ba siya or gipatingot pa siya.
Evening everyone, I am the last reporter who report the psychology of lying in the nervous system. Lying is a form of communication that involves two parties, the deceiver and the deceived. Ang deceiver, this is a person nga nagsulti og bakak o gipang hinambog aron sa ilusyon sa uban. Kumbaga tao nga nagpalapad sa yang kasinatian nga dili tinuod aron mapadali iyang tuyo. Then ang deceive is the person who ends up believing or being misled by the lie told by the deceiver. So bali maoy kanang limbungan. Psychological of lying, motivation. People lie for various reasons, including to avoid punishment, gain advantage, protect themselves or other, or maintain ang social harmony. So kaning motivation kay ang tawo kay kanang mamakak siya for some reasons para siyang kaugalingon. Then in terms of kanang punishment, hadlok po siya kanang mapanisan. Then neuroscience, lying activates multiple brain regions including the frontal lobe. So when we see frontal lobe, it is the region of the brain located at the front, which is magkontrol ni siya sa atong desisyon. Social behavior and limbic system, responsible for emotion. Next is emotional responses. Lying can trigger symptoms of anxiety and activate the fight for flight response, leading to change in heart rate, blood pressure, and skin conductance. So kaning emotional response, it means that lying can cause feelings of anxiety and activate the body's fight or flight response, which is the body's natural reaction like stress. Last is body language. Non-verbal cues such as facial expressions, gestures, and posture can reveal. Body language plays a significant role in communication, often revealing a person's true feelings or intentions even when they are lying. The nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system, or the SNS, activity during stress and lies, causing psychological change like mo dako yang heart rate, sweating, and ng pupil dilation. Psychologist John Casipo's research has shown how the SNS responds to emotional arousal, including during deceptive behavior. Then cognitive load. Lying imposes cognitive load on the brain, leading the increased activity in regions associated with executive functions and decision making. Psychologist Albert Ridge has studied cognitive processes involved in deception, such as memory, retrieval, and inhibition, shedding light on the neural mechanisms